Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Sunside, that's where I am for this map tour today. This is new by Brandenburg Modding, the first mod in the mod hub from Brandenburg Modding. 249.4 megabytes to download. There are 9 required mods that will download automatically. They are listed in the description. I won't read them all out, but they're in the description, and like I said, they will download automatically, so you won't have to worry about finding them. Contracts are available on this map. There are 12 collectibles to be collected. There's an extra crop type we have got. We go into this one, and we go crops on the right hand side and go across one. We've got field grass. Field grass is a crop. We come back to here, and we go down to, actually we want that one, and go to our seeders. Our seeders will plant field grass. You can see the extra icon right out on the end there. Planters don't, just seeders. And then for harvesting, it's regular headers, as you can see there on the end. Next to sorghum, we've got field grass as an extra crop type on here. Slot count is 1,326 in all 3 game modes: new farmer, farm manager, and start from scratch. You'll see the equipment in a moment and the main farm we start with, but let's go to the map and have a look at what we do start with. I'm on new farmer. I always do my map tours on new farmer. We start with the main farm, or this is the farm you start with on new farmer, as you can see with a load of icons and stuff showing on there. We start with field 1, field 2, and field 40 as well. Field prices are fairly steep for the size, I guess. If we go, I mean, we've got the tiny little field there, which is only 18,000, but if we go to a sort of mid-size, I don't know, maybe they're probably average, I guess. Larger fields there, 454, 551. Nothing that's going to be like majorly 1, 2, 3 million sort of size. We've got some forestry here. We've got some forestry here. We do have a train. The train goes to Goldcrest Valley. Now it's curious because we've got a point there that says Goldcrest Valley, but the train doesn't go over that side. The train actually does a loop round. It comes into the map here. So Goldcrest Valley, although that icon that side is showing there, but it comes in here, runs up and across. It's quite difficult to tell actually. Up and across here, then it loops round here, comes back along, and goes. There you go. You can see it just come into the map now. We'll go down and have a look at that in a little while. What I'm going to do is whiz round to the vehicle store first, and there's a couple of points that we'll look at. Lighting seems very nice. Colour palette works. It's not too bright and sort of overly colourful, but it's not overly muted either. We've got a gas station just here, and then just across the way there are 2 other farms that can be purchased. This isn't one of them. This is Bauer Hansi. This is a sell point. There are 3 farms. There's 2 Bauers, Farmer Hansi, and then we've got Frau Müller later on. They are sell points for your grass, hay, straw, silage, those kind of things. So as if you're bringing them here to support or supply this farm area. So that's Bauer Hansi. If we go around the back of the gas station, we will go to the vehicle shop. Now the vehicle shop is where all your equipment starts. So anything you start with is here. Like I said, all 3 game modes, it's exactly the same. You start with the same equipment. It's all inside the class store. This is the reset point as well. Workshop trigger is just over there. Massive open space. No problem for getting big machinery in if you want to use big machinery. And in here, we've got our start equipment. So we've got a front loader gear, seeder. We've got our cultivator, fertilizer spreader, plough. We've got our harvester header and trailer, second tractor, sprayer, and our trailer here. And if we go into this menu every time, to owned items, that's where you'll find it all, but it's all right here. I'm going to lease a pickup. I'm going to put some money in because we're going to need that for the plots of land we're going to buy in a moment. But while we're here, I'll lease the vehicle in a moment. Mods put in by the map maker. This is in addition to the required mods. I'm not going to go through and show you all the required mods in build mode, and they are in there, but if we go into build mode, there's no vehicles or machinery. Under sheds, put in there as under Sunside, we've got some sheds. Under silos, we've got silage clamps and 2 silos. We've got farmer 800, 800,000 litre, farmer 400. These are standard crop types, but include the field grass, the extra crop. These aren't multi-fruit silos. We've then got under containers, we've got that 25,000 litre fuel tank. And then what was next? Factories. Go to productions, factories, and scroll across. You will see, in addition to the required mods, we have got a spinnery, we've got a tailor shop, and we've got the biogas plant. They are all standard configurations. I think it's just they've been tweaked for sort of customised to look right on the map. They haven't had their actual productions tweaked or messed around with. Did we have anything on the sell points? I don't think we did. Just a required mod. We do have greenhouses. We've got a large and medium greenhouse added in by the map maker. Nothing under orchards or generators. Under animals, we've got required mods under cows. Under horses, we have got a Sunside mod horse stable put in. Again, just been tweaked to for the map. Was it pigs? Pigs is required mod. Sheep, we've got one put in. Chickens, we've got one put in. Nothing under bees. Nothing under decoration. Under landscaping, we've got some extra textures. So we've got some concretes, gravels, paving stones, slabs, those kind of things. So a few extra put in. Nothing under trees and plants. So that's all the additional stuff. I'm going to put some money in, put a pickup in, and we'll get around the map. That'll help. One thing I was going to say, I said it but didn't show you it. If we go back to our map and we go to our verges, so our verges takes in all of that. And it's all 0, doesn't cost you anything. So all around the edges of the map, all the main central bits, all of the areas that have got sell points and stuff on, you can buy for 0. So if you want to add extra placeables, extra sell points, extra silos, just decorative objects around sell points and other bits on the map, it does give you the opportunity to do that if you should wish. So pick up and let's go. Out and turning left, we're going to be heading west first. It's a weird loop round, but it should take everything. And there's quite a bit of driving because once we get out of the main town area, everything's quite spaced out. There's a few outliers, which we will go out to. I have done them occasionally where I've just used build mode as a drone. Supermarket sell point is just there. If we drive right the way past here, we're going to turn down this turning in a moment. We come to the next, or the first farm we're going to buy. So this is plot 65. We turn in just here. On the map we are here, so plot 65 will set you back 384,720. If we buy that, all these extra triggers come up. So sleep trigger is off to the side here. This is one of the required mods. We can access the building, we can go inside to find said triggers. But anyway, there's your sleep trigger inside here. Come all the way back out. That's how we'll whiz round. We've got sheep pen, which holds 65 sheep. We've got outdoor climate pigsty, which will do 290 pigs. We've got 2 large silage clamps just there. Out the back we've got a cow pen, that'll do 150 cows. Loads of space out here as well, so again, once you own it, if we go into build mode, and go to demolish, because we've just been past both of these, we can remove them if we want to, as you can see. So if you want to put other pens on, or you just want to change the farm entirely, it's up to you. Farmer 800, 800,000 litre silo, like I said, standard crop types, but it includes the field grass that's added onto the map. Chicken pen, that does 360, and then we've got some large shed storage space. There's no workshop trigger, but there's plenty of modded ones. I've said this before, when I do map tours, I often get people message me and say you didn't show where the water source was, or you didn't show all the workshops, or if there aren't any workshops, where are they? There are so many modded ones. I get people asking me as well, where do I get fuel? Again, if there's no gas station on the map, there are so many modded fuel points you can put in. Gas stations, fuel pumps, fuel tanks you can fill up yourself, you know. Like I said, it's not as relevant. FS17 was always more difficult, and from 15 to 17, because we didn't have as much, and on 15 we didn't have mods. So you had to find the water sources on the map when you did a map tour, because it was really important. So sweeping around the corner here and turning down here, we've got the spinnery tucked away at the end here. From the spinnery, continue round. It's sort of a spiral I'm doing, I think. We do clockwise, we do anti-clockwise. It's not often we do a spiral, so hopefully we won't get too dizzy. Down to this road, take a left. I will show you the map where we've been. We've got Farmer's Market to our right, just there. We've got the tailor shop just to our right there. We've got a grain mill, so we go over the water. Grain mill to our right just there. Now this is another one of those maps where we've got, I've had it a couple of times, some peculiarities have occurred. I checked the dairy, I checked load place, I checked the required mods. If we go into this and we go down to our prices, and I scroll right to the bottom of prices, you'll see field grass is there, which is great. GCHB grain elevator, the price of field grass is off the charts. But we've got heat, there's no selling point available, and soy drink. Now it says the restaurant and the supermarket will take the soy drink. Now that could be because the modded restaurant, that's a required mod by OmaTana, takes soy drink as a product. There's nowhere on the map to make soy drink, and as part of the required mods there's nothing. I did check, I bought the dairy, and the dairy is a standard dairy. I think that's just because one of the required mods has it as an option on there, potentially. Just in case you're wondering where and how you make soy drink, I didn't find anywhere on the map where you can. So around the roundabout, heading north. Got little housing estates. It's very picturesque, it's really nicely done. There's a lot of out and back on this. Dairy to our left, just there. We take our next left just here. Let me go right way on the back here. Another one of the required mods, we've got the limestone factory. This just bring in stones and it will make lime. You can purchase the limestone factory if you wish. We've then got the pizzeria, which is just there. And then round behind that we've got the restaurant, which is just there. Now if we continue a little bit further along, there isn't a stable here. There is a stable on the map, there is a farm that has horses, but if we, actually I'll throw the drone up, whoosh, we go across through here, we do have a horse training area, nice big open area if you want to bring your horses here. It's not something I've ever done when I've had horses. I've always just kind of ridden them out because they need to be ridden every day, and I've ridden them out from the farm. But I guess putting them into a horse box, taking them to a facility like this, doing your training and taking them back adds an extra step of realism to what you're doing. But there, horse training area just there. Facility. So watch out for pedestrians. So back out from here. The next point we come to is it's a gas station. It feels more like a motorway services. It's massive. But it's a gas station with a methane recharge point and an electricity point, which we'll drive past momentarily. So there's your entrance into the gas station. I say, massive forecourt. But the great thing with that is because that's all part of the verges of the map, you can buy the land that's on. So if you want to add more stuff in to make the gas station more of a, I don't know, a hub of something, whatever it might be. You might have fuel, a refining centre or something there. Out to the end, west again. Next turning on our left. We come to the animal dealer. So animal dealer point is just here, and next to that, rather than animal dealer bales or animal dealer sell, this is Frau Müller. So this is the sort of second. Frau Müller runs the animal dealer, so you can bring your, like I say, grass, hay, straw, silage, that kind of stuff. Again, if you're new to the game and you're not sure what you can sell where, you can always come into this menu, come to the prices menu, find whatever item it is you're looking for, and then go across the right, and it will tell you all the places you can sell that and how much. And if you look down to the bottom left, it says tag place. If you're not sure on the map where any of those sell points are, you click tag place, it will tag it, and on the map you will get a big green Luke Skywalker lightsaber up in the air, which will show you where it is. When you get to it, that will disappear, or if we come back into our menu and go back to it, we can untag place and it will take it away. So if you're not sure of any of the sell points, what you can sell, where you can sell it, you can always check in your prices menu. I know I'm teaching Granitic Arcades for those people that have been playing the game for a long time, but there will be people that will watch and have never, or haven't played the game for very long, haven't maybe watched the map tour before. So we are continuing westward, and this is where we're now moving out. Our spiral gets larger, and the sell points and locations are a little bit more spread apart. So when I said about the value of field grass, this is the GCHB grain elevator and lime station. Just here. So this is GCHB grain elevator. Lime station is just here underneath that. I'm going to cut out across the grass and we will head south down the western side of the map. So coming up momentarily, this is where the icon is a little bit off, out of place. Where the railway is, we're going to turn just down here. So we come to Bauer Fritz, which is another one of those farm sell point locations. On the map it shows the icon for Goldcrest Valley right next to it, but the train doesn't leave the map here. So that's your Bauer Fritz. I said there were 12 collectibles. I'm not sure if this is a collectible. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to see where the collectibles are, I'm not sure if it is actually. There's something on the ground. I just suddenly thought, is that a collectible? Oh no, that's just a brick that's holding the tarp down. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, no spoiler. So where are we and where have we been? So we started up here. We went out and we did the gas station and Bauer Hansi. We then did the vehicle store. We came out across here past the supermarket, out and we bought that farm there. We then came back and did the spinnery. Oh, you know what I missed? It's okay. We came down farmer's market, tailor shop, grain mill. We then came back up through past the town. I missed the hotel. In the middle of the town, turned down there, there's a hotel sitting there. Apologies for that. We came up here past the dairy, limestone, and then we did pizzeria and restaurant. Then we had the motorway services just there, animal dealer and Frau Müller. Then we came out there to the GCHB grain elevator and lime station. We come all the way down here. So we're now here at Bauer Fritz. And like I said, the point is showing there, but the train leaves the map here, as you can see. And it comes back in there and swings up. So I suppose technically that should be down there. It doesn't matter. I think it's just showing it goes off the map. That's where Goldcrest Valley is. But rather than it coming back in on this side of the map, it comes back in right there. So it does a kind of loop round. We will see the train in a moment. So from here, I've got a bit of driving to do, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to head from here. We're going to go down there, all the way across there, all the way up there, around there, and we're going to go here to the biogas plant. So we are heading alongside the river out towards the biogas plant. Whoa. over the way station. Now the biogas plant is expensive. I've just suddenly realised. Oh, sorry, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to buy it anyway. It's standard crop types in, standard productions, digestate out, large silage clamps. Now with this one, it's 1,180,000 or 180,000. Yeah, 1,180,000. But if you buy the biogas plant, you don't get the land. The land here is an additional 435,400. If you buy the land, you don't automatically get the biogas plant, so you've got to buy each individually. So if you want to buy the biogas plant and the land and then add stuff to it, because again, plenty of open space here for activities, it then gives you the option to do whatever you want to do if you've bought the land. Or you can just buy the land and you might decide you're going to put yourself a cheaper biogas plant on there. So you might still want to keep it as the biogas plant, but you might want to put a different one on. So it's up to you. So from here, we're going to take a little route round. I have taken the liberty of already renting the train, so it's already sitting there waiting rather than me having to wait for it. Turn it up here. That's because the train's already there. And turn down here. Come to Railroad Silo South. So this is your load unload point. I mean, you can stop the train anywhere if you want to and use augers or conveyor belts and stuff to load up. So putting into the silo is done here, these two. Taking out of the silo is done here by road. We've got the rent train point, which is just here. And then for loading or unloading from the train into the silo or from the silo into the train is all done here. Again, this is fairly standard crop types for trains, which includes potato, sugar beet, wood chip, seed, and obviously field grass on this one. So in addition to your standard crop types, it's not full multi-fruit, but the railroad silos, generally speaking, do have some extra stuff. What I will show you is a little bit of the route. I have to make sure I slow down a little bit when we get to the edge. It's a nice little route round. So like I say, you can stop the train anywhere you like, and if you've got crop by the fields and you've got a conveyor, you can load into it with conveyors. It hasn't always got to be at the silo. The great thing about the railroad silos are, again, if you're new to the game, the railroad silos are fairly large capacities. I've never actually filled one to capacity, but for storage, and it's free. So if you don't own a silo, or you've got a fairly small silo, and you've got a railroad with a railroad silo, you can store crops in there. You don't have to send them off by train. You can just put them in and leave them, and then come and collect them again. So especially if you've got a point by road. So here we are, where the train exits. It's going to go. So it exits the map and re-enters the map here. When it re-enters, it swings round and goes up past Bauer Fritz out in that direction, and then does its loop back round again. There we go. Off to Goldcrest Valley. So I'll go back to the pickup and we shall continue. Right then, from here, again, it's a bit of a drive. I know I'm ignoring the stop signs, apologies. People do get quite angry when I do that. There's a left-hand turn coming up. We're going to go up towards the sawmill, and then from the sawmill I'm going to cut across to the start farm. So all our equipment and machinery is at the vehicle shop, but the farm we start with on New Farmer is just up here. Now, because you'll see in a moment, we do start with 3 production chains on New Farmer. I'll say 3 production chains. Well, yeah, technically. We've got 3 large greenhouses. Now, that's because they are on that plot of land. So when you come onto a farm management and start from scratch, because you don't own any land yet, you don't have the greenhouses. But once you buy that plot, or if you don't decide to buy that plot, you want to buy another one, but the greenhouses are on that plot. That's why you start with them on New Farmer. Just to the left here, we've got the sawmill. This is a modded one, but it is standard. It's logs in, planks, and wood chip out. So there's your sawmill. Then we'll go back the way we just came and cut across a little bit. You can just see bottom left on the map the farm we're heading to. So we head across. We're coming into the back of the farm, but that's all right. So we've got a cow barn which will do 80 cows, 2 silage clamps. We've got a Farmer 800 silo just there. We've got the fuel tank just across the side, 25,000 litres that you can fill yourself. We have then got just over the berm here lots of shed and storage space. There's no point opening those, they're all empty. Like I said, all our equipment is over at the main vehicle store, but we've got 3 triple garages. Again, once you own the land, because we start with this, if we want to, we can go in. You might think, well, I don't want 3 triple garages, I'll take a couple out and I'll put something else there instead. Feel free, fill your boots, whatever you want to do. We have got chickens, 360 just here. If we come across the way, here are our 3 large greenhouses that we start with, just here. And then down at the front, which is the entrance you're supposed to come in from, not across the fields, we've got a farmhouse there with sleep trigger. And then from here, we're going to head out to the final farm that can be purchased. We need to do a left and an immediate left. Just here. Up over the top. Which brings us down to plot 64. Just here. So, on the map, we did the biogas plant, we did that, we came along here, all the way up, out to the sawmill, we then came back along there and up across the back, in through the main farm that we start with, out here, turn there, and we are now at plot 64, 112,288. We buy that and do that, triggers will come up. So, Farmer 400 silo, sleep trigger is inside. This is one of the required mods, if I can remember where, I think it's through here and in the bedroom, is it? Try to remember. Yep, there we go. Sleep trigger's just in there. Nice decorative houses. Past the silo, triple garage, storage shed, 2 medium greenhouses on this one. And then we have got, this is the horse stable. So when I said about taking horses and exercising them if you want to. Got a little fenced in grass pen there, that's an interesting one. Is that separate to the farm? Oh, it's part of the periphery, the verges. But anyway, horse stable here for 8 horses. Again, once you own the land, you can sell any of these and change it, convert it, do whatever you want. Now it does say on the description, 1 large building site. And I've been... Oh. That could be that. Right there, right next to the store. I'm thinking, I went all over there, but oh, is that... no, it is. I was thinking it was a field. I think when I was looking at the map like this, I'm thinking, where could there be a point? I'm thinking that's a field, taking it for granted. There we go, that's your large building site just there. So you could, again, do whatever you like. Put massive factories on there, another farm, whatever you want to do. And that's the map. That's Sunside by Brandenburg Modding. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.